I've had 2 heart attacks. I had one when I was 40 and one when I was 50. About 8 years ago at work, I turned to my wife and I said, honey, I think I'm having another heart attack. So she takes me to the hospital. A whole day of tests. At the end of the day, I'm told that I need 2, possibly 4 bypasses, and they're scheduling it for 9 o'clock the next morning. Well, that morning, I go into the operating room. The doctor tells my wife that the procedure will take 2 to 3 hours. About 15 minutes after they've put me under, the doctor comes out to talk to my wife. The first thing she asked, is my husband dead? She thought I had died. It was too soon. And he said, no. He said, I would like to see you in the room right beside the operating room here. And he takes her in, assures her I'm okay, and he shows her a picture of my heart that they had taken and where the blockages were. And he said, this was your husband's heart yesterday. He said, this is a heart that no one would want. And then he shows her a picture right beside that one, and he said, now this is a healthy heart. He said, this is the picture of your heart today, your husband's heart today. He said, my dad's an Assembly of God minister, and he said, I know who worked on your husband.
Trusting God, pray, and don't give up. That's what I had to do. About 7 years ago, I had to go on life support on the kidney dialysis. And I was on it about 2.5 years before I got my healing. But I prayed every day. I knew God was going to heal me. I didn't give up. I kept praying. The others around me, I had them praying for me too. You know, we got to agree that it'll be done, and it will. Don't give up. Keep praying, and you'll see victory.
3 years ago, I was diagnosed with degenerative disc disease in my lower back. If you look at the x-rays 3 years ago, the doctors told me that I was 29 at the time, that I had the back of a 75-year-old, and it was degenerating very quickly. Within weeks, I went from sharp pains in my back to losing mobility in my left leg, to people having to help me around, to when I was by myself, I had to crawl from room to room. The doctors told me that the only way that I would get better is if I had my spine fused together. And I was not willing to do that. That was not the answer for me. So I fasted and I prayed specifically for healing for my back. In the process, the doctors told me that I would not be able to have another child, that the pressure on my spine would cripple my spine forever. But I have a healthy 11-month-old little girl, and during my pregnancy, I didn't have one pain. God had completely healed me.
We can sing this with confidence this morning. Nothing is impossible. No, nothing is impossible for nothing is impossible.